Hey guys, it's Tita Barbara here, and welcome back to another episode of Baller Cuts. Today, we're gonna be addressing a couple of news that's been going around Lakerland. First, we're gonna address the Lonzo and Kyle Kuzma little feud that everybody's been reporting about. Well, let's just by starting off. We all know, as Laker fans, we all know majority of what's been said is not really real. It's just those guys are going back and forth, messing around. And we all know if you're on a team, that's just how it goes. When you're around guys like that, you joke around, you mess around. Sometimes it gets personal, sometimes it don't. But at the end of the day, if they play, that's all we're really worried about. But so what people are talking about is, will it affect the team? From my personal opinion, I don't really think it's going to affect the team unless these guys come out and say, oh yeah, we don't like each other, we don't want to play with each other. So from that aspect, I think it'll be fine from there. So the next thing we're gonna move on to is to talk about, is it a big deal? Because we all know that this summer we're all looking at free agents and we're all looking at big name guys that are coming. And even those big name guys that are coming, they know stuff like that's been said. It's been said, probably not publicly as this generation is putting everything on social media, and we're seeing everything, and the media is blowing everything out of proportion. But these guys have heard worse. They've heard way worse than what Lonzo and Kyle Kuzma has been saying back and forth with each other. So I don't think that's going to affect their free agency at all. Matter of fact, there's new guys, new people keep popping up into our rumor mill about guys being added to our rosters. The next two new ones that they've been talking about is LeBron and Kawhi. That's just going to be a whole summer. We're just going to be getting guys, top free agents that are, even though they're still with a team, and if there's little rumblings about them not being happy in whatever franchise that they're in, the Lakers is on top of the food chain. So we're one of the destination that's always popping up very fast, and one of the first destination that's always popping up. So I don't feel like this will affect anybody, and it hasn't been said about it affecting anyone anyways. No one's really mentioning or anything like that, because these guys all know that it's all talk. So regarding free agency and trade rumors, the next person that's been on our trade rumor is Kawhi Leonard. Now this is interesting because even if this doesn't happen, it's a good scenario to look at, because that is another guy saying that if we do want to get someone of the caliber of LeBron James, seeing that he's a free agent, that's another good pairing that might work well with him because of the stature that Kawhi Leonard has built and, everything that he's proven so far in the league and the type of player that he is. That's another guy that probably could fit. But as for right now, we can't really go too deep into these trade rumors just because we don't know, nothing is set in stone yet. We don't know that specifically if Magic and Rob wants two free agents or wants two max players. We don't really know how they're going to go about all of that. We could just sit here and speculate. And that's what all of these are, speculations. But the two people, if it does come down to it and it involves a trade, we know the two people on top of the food chain they're going to want is Ingram and Lonzo. Those are the two guys that are on top of the list, and Kuzma right after. But those are the three guys on the list that would be in potential trades. Mind you, I wouldn't want to trade none of these guys right now. I don't believe that we need to go all out or it's a bust, because if we do able to sign one free max agent, that's still going to be a successful summer for us, seeing where we came from and how bad our reputation was in the league of getting free agents and people wanting to sign with us and anything like that. And if we're able to just nab one, that'll be good. And just add pieces around it. That'll be pretty good for us. So why is it that all of these names keep popping up for Lakers and all these free agents or players that want to leave their franchise or are not happy in their franchise? Why is it that Lakers is the destination that they're talking about first? Well, that's just because Magic and Rob put a narrative out there the first time that they got into office that they're looking to sign big guys. And the media now you could see has respect for the Lakers and the Lakers front office, that they're doing their due diligence in giving Magic and Rob the credit, even though they haven't established themselves completely in this league yet. But because of their first trade that they made and how big of a leap they made from us being so bad with having no cap space to having the most cap space in this off season, they understand that that's a first check mark off of our list, and from there it's just trending upwards. I feel like from that they don't feel like we're gonna fall. They just feel like Magic and Rob are building something great, to the point where what they're saying is there's a very high possibility of all of those stuff coming true. And you could sense that in the media, because if that wasn't the case, they would not be talking about the Lakers so much. Every single day we're in the news. Even if it's guys that are that would cost us a lot of money to sign or cost us a lot of talent to sign, they're still throwing these things out there. And it's a good way for them to get views and stuff like that. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to these rumors, but as far as you could still look at it and say, okay, we gotta still take into consideration that these are all possible scenarios just because of the people we have in office right now, Magic and Rob. And that's just a testament to those guys. And Laker fans, that's just a testament that Laker fans is behind those guys, because we've seen the shift. Us who stayed with the Lakers through all those bad years and bad deals that were done, we now could sit and say, wow, okay, we don't even have to worry right now because we have two perfectly capable gentlemen in our driver's seat. We could just sit back and relax and let everything unfold and see what happens. But as far as free agency, that's all pretty much what I wanted to address. But that Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma, his diss track, a lot of people don't like it, but if you live in Cali, those are things that come with it, man. You gotta have a tough skin around here, and Kyle Kuzma, he doesn't look like a guy that'll get fazed by any of this. Neither is Lonzo. So that's it for me about Lonzo and Kyle Kuzma's feud and our trade rumors. This is Tia the Baller. I'm out. I'll see you guys later.